Do you know how to get to the moon from here? No, I'm not talking about Dogecoin. I'm talking about the North Face Infinite Vectiv. These shoes look like they're better suited for a spacewalk rather than the trail, but we're gonna give them a review today, see if the technology that North Face has implemented into the shoes is any good. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button so you can see more content like this, and let's get into it reviewing the brand new North Face Infinite Vectiv trail running shoes. Let's do it. So right away when you put these shoes on, the way the midsole is designed, it really keeps you forward on the toes. I do feel like I'm propelling myself way more forward, faster. So I definitely feel that drive through the toes. My heels are almost never touching the ground because of the way this shoe is designed. Wow, this is a big freaking hill. And so far the traction is great. It's kind of a sandy trail and I haven't slipped those little tiny rocks, and yeah, you barely even feel the rocks as you're stepping through the trail. Very nice. One thing I really like about these shoes is that when I turn on the gas, it's like all the weight's forward and you can just go, go, go and move. These are fast shoes, that's for sure. And as far as how comfortable these shoes are, around the midsole, it's not quite that comfortable because of the shape. And I think maybe your foot needs some time to get used to that. But overall, around the rest of my foot, the shoe feels pretty comfortable, minus that midsole. One thing that's really nice about these shoes is that running downhill, the way it's shaped, it makes it feel really nice and easy on the joints. And the shoe fits really, really comfortably. So there's not a lot of wiggle room in the shoe. So as I'm going downhill, I feel really confident on where my step is actually going to be. So thumbs up on that. The downhill on these shoes is awesome. So what I think needs to happen next is we need to do a side-by-side mile challenge. Running 1 mile in the North Face Vectiv Infinites and 1 mile in my trusty Speedcross 5s and see if my time is improved. All right, so I know these are trail running shoes, but we're gonna do a nice and flat trail so we can really just get an even time and see if there's really a difference between the miles with the North Face Vectiv Infinite shoes and my Speedcross 5s. So let's start this mile. I'm gonna do it about a 70% pace, and I'm gonna try to keep that pace on both miles. So let's do it. So that mile was 7 minutes and 30 seconds. Whew, and that's with the North Face shoes on. And now I'm gonna put on my Speedcross and see how we do. So we just did a mile in the Speedcross 5s and the mile time was 7:18. So it was a little faster, but this was also the second mile, so maybe I was warmer. But right away, switching from the North Face shoes to these shoes, I definitely feel more comfortable in the North Face shoes and more on my toes in the North Face shoes. These shoes are definitely more of like a heel striking shoe. So I know that wasn't super scientific, but it gives you an idea. I'm more comfortable in the North Face, a couple of seconds slower. Whew. All right, so we've had the North Face Vectiv Infinite trail running shoes for some time now, and I've got to try them on, and now I'm ready to give my kind of full thoughts and review on the shoe. If you want to learn more about like the technical details about this shoe, I have a different video. I'll leave a link up here to that. You can watch that video to learn more about the technology that they use into the shoe. So let's get into the review of the North Face Infinite Vectiv trail running shoe. So during my run, I talked a lot about this midsole here, and you can see that shape. It's kind of odd for like a trail running shoe. I found it to be slightly uncomfortable as I was on the trail. After using it all day, my foot started to kind of get used to that shape and it started to feel more comfortable. Regarding the fit is awesome. The way this shoe fit around my foot, it was like perfection. It was really a nice fit, especially with the heel and the collar. My foot felt really snug and secure, so I really enjoyed that about this shoe. The lug pattern on this shoe isn't as aggressive as some of the other shoes we've tried on this channel, but it definitely does the job, and I don't feel like I'm going to slip or fall or anything like that. So who is this shoe designed for?
I think this shoe is designed for two types of people. One, the occasional trail runner. So someone who runs on the streets and someone who runs on the trail occasionally. I think this is a good shoe to get because the lug pattern isn't so aggressive. You can still use it on the street. It has a very thick midsole, so I think that's going to help with the impact of your joints as you're running on something like concrete instead of the dirt. Unlike some of the other trail running shoes we've used on this channel, I think this still kind of has that like tennis shoe sort of streetwear look to it. So I think it's going to be something that's good for those people who are the occasional trail runners, but also sometimes run on the street. The other type of person I think this shoe is good for is the very serious runners. So someone who's training for like a race, someone who's doing an ultra marathon, or is really trying to improve their mile times. Because this shoe is so lightweight, because the midsole is really going to help you stay comfortable on those long treks for those ultra marathoners, I think this is going to be a good shoe to get. For me personally, I think I'm going to stick with my Speed Cross 5s. I think that shoe is a better design for me because I mostly run on the trails, and the trails that I run are sometimes more aggressive, and I'm more concerned about traction and keeping my foot protected from rocks and things like that. But if I was training for a race, I think this would be a good upgrade. Alright everybody, well thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed the review of the North Face Infinite Vectiv trail running shoes. I'll leave a link down below in the description, so if you're interested in purchasing your own, you can find the best price on Amazon or wherever they are available at this moment. Other than that, make sure you guys like and subscribe to this channel so you can see more content like this. Thank you all again for your support, and we'll see you in the next one. Happy hiking, happy running, and we'll see you next time.